Welcome back to our short thought of the week. We're in week 3 and it is always great to be back sharing with you, or at least it is for me, so thank you for tuning in if you are. Today we're looking at peace amongst the ruins, and this time has been more chaos and confusion than clarity and calm, right? More disorder and distraction than direction and decision. More boredom than bright side of life looking. Well, this week we're going to take a touch of time to focus on how we can find peace amongst the ruins. I'd say that over the last few weeks we've seen a shift from a relentless, busy, overtired and overworked people to a less frantic, more free, more fruitful, relational people. I saw a caption on a post this week on Instagram and it said, "Safe at home, not stuck at home." We have to try and change this narrative of despair into one of delight. We still have a ton of freedom, even in the midst of greater restriction. I'm reminded particularly at this time of people who are battling depression, homelessness, abusive relationships, people who can no longer afford groceries to provide for their kids now that they're out of work. There will be so many with the mindset of ruin. It will now feel like their life as they knew it was in ruins. And to be honest, they wouldn't be wrong. They would be absolutely right. Life as they knew it, and life as we knew it, certainly is no longer the same as it was 3 weeks ago. Since being in the same house together, Naomi and I have been on a bit of a health kick, as you could say, and we've been running, and she's been making these smoothies. You know, the kind that are supposed to be healthy, but taste absolutely dreadful. Yep, those ones. You know that they're not the nicest, yet if you drink them, then they're supposed to be good for you in the long run. Well, when life can feel like it's been thrown through a blender and mixed together and delivered to you in a foul-tasting smoothie, and you have every other thought about how you can avoid drinking it, but in the end you know it's probably better off for you. Maybe it seems like things aren't going to get better. Maybe if you drink what's handed to you in a smoothie, you can't see how it's going to work out good for you. But maybe if we just ride this one out, if we keep drinking the smoothie, it won't be half as bad as it seems. During this time, we know that human kindness has rocketed. People are speaking and checking in with people in their road that they would never have done before. Relatives are being contacted to and spoken to rather than just the annual conversation that you would have at Christmas. More people are out walking and soaking up the fresh air than ever before. Now, this pandemic has not brought order in the way that we would have first liked or even ever imagined. But what it has done, it has brought reorientation. It has been brought to us as an opportunity to reorder our priorities. And when life feels more like ruins than peace, there is an opportunity for each of us to reorientate our lives onto the things that are important to us. Arguably, the outside world is the quietest it has ever been in years. Yet internally, it may seem like the loudest it has ever been. What would bring you peace during this time? What isn't there one thing that you could do for yourself every day to ensure that you have a little bit of peace, to bring you a little bit of sanity? Could you sit in the garden and watch the sunset? Could you go outside before you go to bed and look up to see if there are any stars? Could you go for a walk and breathe in the fresh air? Could you read that fantasy novel that you love to become engrossed in? What are some of the things that you can do to bring you peace? I know when I'm distressed and things seem to be getting on top of me, I try to list some things that I'm grateful for. And I find that that helps me to reorientate back onto the things that are important. I'm a Christian, so I begin to thank God, and I'm not saying that that's something that you should do or something that you have to do. But if you turn your attitude into one of gratitude, into a state of being grateful, then you'll find more to be thankful for, more to be grateful for, more at peace with the current situation. You'll realise that the smoothie that you're having to drink isn't half as bad as what you first thought it was. And that in itself will bring reorientation to your mind, to your heart, and to your soul. Can I challenge you to do 2 things this week? First challenge, when you wake up in the morning, write 3 things down that you're looking forward to. And then at the end of the day, before you go to bed, can I encourage you to write down 3 things that you have been grateful for that day? I really truly believe that that will help create a moment of peace throughout the ruins. To close, let me be brutally honest with you. Going back to how things were before, going back to normal, will not bring you peace. It'll bring you hurry. It won't bring you joy. It will bring you the same level of dissatisfaction that you had with it before you reach the point that you're at today. Now is the chance to reorientate, to rethink, to rediscover peace. Going back to how things were before won't bring you peace. It'll bring you hurry. So may I ask you this? What is it that will bring you peace today? Thank you so much for watching. I have no idea whether these things are proving helpful to you at all, but I'm actually really enjoying doing them. But you'll be pleased to know that next week I'm having a little week off on the Wednesday Short Thought, and you will have Naomi coming to share with you for a few short moments. So I'm excited for that, and I hope that you guys are too. Until next time, try not to get bogged down by lockdown, and I look forward to catching you real soon. Take care.